which is the pollution. So this is our group discussion number 4. And my name is Muhammad Haikal bin Mazlan with the metric number S26734.
My name is Steve Sujing, number metric S31298.
My name is Koweji, metric number S26733.
My name is Lewanting. My metric number is S26740.
Go away.
Hi guys, my name is Nur Amira Hazira, metric number S26735.
My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Arif. My metric number S26737.
All right, so this is so that's all our members here. We are ready to introduce our names, and so I will open to the table for any one of you that would like to suggest your storylines for the comic strip 2. Remember, the comic strip topic is pollutions. It's up to you to do what pollution at the water, air, land, or any, but it is pollution. So any one of you would like to start first? So if no one would like to start first, let me start first. All right. So my storyline here is about. I'm sorry, but it is quite related to the pandemic. First, we could show that on the first frames, every pandemic attack. So everyone scared of the pandemic, wearing masks and follow the SOPs or whatever. But on the next frame, we already have the solution for the pandemic, that is vaccinations, that might help us to overcome this pandemic. But the pandemic attack on 2019, on November 2019, but the pollution already attacks us for several years, but we still couldn't find any solution for it. We scared of COVID-19, so we are wearing masks, but we also know that pollution also can cause us to wearing a mask. So on the middle of the storylines, I would say that we could show that people all scared of COVID-19, but there's a scared of pollution, which is also a silent killer for not only for humans, but for all living things, including animals and also the plant and the ecosystem especially. So on the last part, we could say that COVID-19, using mask for COVID-19 might be end soon, but using mask for the pollution won't end forever until a solution we do be it by ourselves. So that's how I would like to say about these comic strips. There is there's the reason why I want to do like it, because I want to ensure the people about the danger of the pollutions. Not only the illness can make us die or can frighten us, but the pollution also is a silent killer that we should acknowledge more, because we know that pollution on water can cause a lot of sickness. Pollution on air also can cause a lot of sickness, especially in our airways. And we obviously know the pollution could kill us silently. So that's my point there. Any one of you?
Okay, thank you, Haikal. So basically, after I heard your opinion, it's like you are trying to describe, you want to make a comic strip about the biomedical waste, right? Basically, like the glove, like the mask, all of that, because it's really hard to handle since it contains a lot of contamination of microbes or bacteria, right? Okay, that's a very good idea. And now I will try to describe my comic strip about the pollution, and this is my idea. So on the first plot, basically, the first scene I will describe, there's a flight accident. So when there's a flight accident, the flight will crash under the sea. So at the sea, there was two survivors. Okay, there was two survivors, and these two survivors, they they are using the raft. So they survive for around on the sea for around 7 days already, without any so they are trying to find the land, or they are trying to find a way to go home. So it seems like not related to pollution, right? But keep patient to me. I will tell you one by one. And for the second scene, after they float for a few days, so there's one of the survivor asked another survivors that when do you think we will reach our home or our land? So at the second scene, also, of course, they are on the raft, right? And above the sea. So above the sea, we can draw something like the dead fish. They are floating above the sea. So, and then for the third scene, another survivor will tell that, will respond back to the survivors that, I think we are close to our home already. So the third scene, after the dead fish, we will draw some rubbish or garbage on the sea, or the toxic material, okay, on the sea. And then for the fourth scene, basically, the survivor, of course, will ask him back, why do you think so? Why do you think we are close to our land? So the third, at the fourth scene, basically, we can draw the air pollution, like the black smoke or anything else, any pollution like air pollution, or okay. So after they saw all of this scene, like the dead fish and the pollution, uh, water pollution, like they have a garbage or rubbish on the sea, right? So basically, lastly, they will say it's civilization. The dialogue is it's civilization. So that's why they find a way to go home. Because, and then for the last part, basically you can, after they reach on the land, basically we can draw some factories. They create the rubbish, create the waste, or even the landfilling waste on the ground. So we can conclude there is air pollution, there is land pollution, and there is water pollution. So what I'm trying to deliver the message from this comic is like, most of us, we trying to over exploitation of this ecosystem or environment, and eventually we lead to the pollution, and we use the excuses, which is civilization. So civilization, we always use it as our excuse to make use of all of the resource without responsible to the consequences of it, which is pollution. So throughout these comics, I hope that we can deliver the message that humans should stop using the civilization as the excuses to over exploitation about to our environment. Okay, so this is my suggestion on our comic strip pollution. Okay, so anyone have any other ideas?
My idea is a little bit closer than you because I'm focusing on the water pollution. I would like to produce a comic strip that can give a message to the reader after reading the comic strip that we should stop the water pollution from now. So in my comic strip, we'll have two characters. Both of them are fish. Two fish are talking. One yellow fish and one blue fish. The yellow fish tell the blue fish that the water is dirty. Then the blue fish reply, this is a result of human activities. And humans are pouring the chemicals, water, plastic, and other sea, and this degrades the water quality. So the yellow fish was there and asked the blue fish what would happen if they continue to do this. The blue fish answered the yellow fish, they will die because the chemical and the heavy metals from the industrial are toxic to the aquatic life. So the yellow fish say, ask the bluefish, they are discussed about what we should do to save the fish, the aquatic life. Then the bluefish answered all of this is depends on human choice, because the cleanness of sea is over human action. And I want to give the message from this comic strip that we should stop the pollution. This is just a simple idea from me, because I think we should do it simple but easy to understand.
Kurt and Chiu opinion, maybe we can combine, like one scene is below the sea, one scene is above the sea. So it's like got a linkage. Is it okay? Because both of you opinion is very interesting, and maybe Kurt once can cut short a bit, and first scenes maybe start from Chiu, and then we draw some bubbles, and then go above the sea and got the humans like to link to Kurt one's idea. Can you all imagine what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
SpongeBob, yeah.
Yes. So actually, it's a very good idea. A combination of not only suggestion from human itself, also from the creatures under the water. So it's quite interesting. I agree with this opinion. So anyone else have their own opinion on not only on this water pollution? Anyone else?
Thank you everyone for your opinion. And for one thing, for the both part above the sea and below the sea. For above the sea, I think I would like to add on the huge big city with producing gas monoxide from a car that we are using now. And for the above sea, yes, I agree with Reggie idea, which is draw some factories which are producing waste not only for the air pollution but also the water pollution, because the factory are producing sewage and then they throw it in the river and lake, and in which it will affect our sea. And then it also will affect the abiotic, okay, a biotic living organism in there. So any idea?
Okay, thank you, you guys. You guys have a good storyline, and I have one idea for storyline that difference with our discussion right now. Okay, if the storyline is boring, I am okay. But if the storyline can accept by you guys, hopefully can improve it. Okay, this my storyline. This my storyline idea inspired when I jog around UPNKB, because every kilometer I jog, I can see rubbish everywhere, right? So my storyline about the littering one rubbish from one person can cause pollution and disease. So if many people littering one rubbish from each people, it can give effect. It about one person litter a rubbish can give effect to pollution and disease. The effect relates to many types of pollution. Okay, when many people throw a rubbish everywhere, it can cause air pollution, which is the surrounding can have a bad odor smell. And then if people throw cigarette to the forest, it can cause fire and disrupt the animal habitat. Then from one rubbish throw to the drain or river, it can cause water pollution, which is the drainage system will have polluted water, and the rubbish. It also can cause water flow in drainage system because clog that can cause flash flood, right? So from one rubbish, it can cause disease. If the rubbish is glass, people can get injured, open wound. Then if the rubbish is Tupperware and food container, it can cause a receiver for the mosquito and can lead to the dengue. Then lastly, from one rubbish can cause pollution to the environment. When the surrounding has rubbish, it can affect to the tourism industry. So it can give bad effect to the Malaysian name around the world. So by picking up one piece of plastic a day could change the world. That's why I create a virtual run during I become Majlis Perwakilan College in year 2019, which is Putra Plugin Virtual Run 2019 that needs to run and pick the rubbish. So how about you guys? I just give this is my opinion only.
Can I add on? Maybe the first part and then Kurt is the second part. And at the end, we add on some like a funny, not a funny, also a serious advertisement like produce a water run at the end for the last scenes.
But actually, I didn't get the right storyline. Can anyone explain to me?
Alright. Okay, I would say something. At the first, I think that we couldn't combine like I think said there's the bubbles there that suddenly pump above sea. We could do it. We could combine the three of storyline from Kurt, Q, and Faiz. But my suggestion is the Kurt be the main storyline. The Sujin part might be one frame there. The dialogues from the fish there on the one frame, and then the Faiz also maybe we could put somewhere one frame there because yeah, like the dialogue from Kirk say that yes, we know we are near our land because of this type of things, and then we could show that uh, because someone is throwing something or near the house there are pollution a lot of near the house, and we could do something like that. Yeah, this is just my opinion. So basically I agree with all of you, and I'm just saying that the storyline can include all of our ideas there actually.
So may I add on something? Because, okay, so basically, I think after I hear all of you guys' opinion, right? Basically, we can basically include like this. Because me, my opinion and Sujin opinion, Huan Ting opinion, Haika opinion, and Mira opinion are more to the sources of pollution. Where does the pollution come from? And for the Far East part, basically, it's more on the consequences because it will lead to dengue or clot or something like that. So it's a very good idea. Basically, we can do both. Like first, of course, we can do the where's the pollution source come from. Of course, we can use my storyline or use Sujin's storyline. It doesn't matter. But the concept is very good because we have two things. One is the where's the pollution come from, and then second one is the consequences. So basically, we can focus on these two. Like the main character, of course, we can use the survivors from the flight survivor or the creature under the sea also can. So these two we can use it, and then we can do the dialogue based on these two main characters, and then finally after they reach the land and they saw the condition about the factories, all the pollution, where's the pollution come from, and then in the end we can draw about the ending is about the consequences of this pollution. Okay, so after the consequences, and then we can do another dialogue lah for increases the awareness for the humans or the peoples. Okay, so I think this is our combination of our result lah. So any others, everyone agree with this or have any others to add on?
Thank you, Weiji. I do have an extra idea. Why not we do some scene in which there is the survivor, right? For each of them or either one of them drink the water that has been polluted, and the one that has drink maybe die, and the survivor one want to tell everyone that it is important to save our earth. Yeah, just like
Oh, the
simple like that.
survivor want to
Can we?
drink the water from the sea or river, but the fish below the sea say, "Oh no, please don't drink it," like this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I think it's a very interesting idea. Not bad.
Right, so I think, do you have some point to add, or if not, I will just conclude it here.
I think the time is enough for us to end
All
here.
right, so in a conclusion, that's The storyline basically it is about two people's a survivor from a plane crash, and there is some extra there, extra character there. There is the fish that's make some jokes and also telling make some jokes and telling that why human always do this. And then the next part we show all the audience about the source of the contamination, source of the pollutions, and then on the last part there is the consequences of the consequences of the pollution there. And then we could put some notes on the last scenes that say something that like uh only we could save our earth, there's no one more. So I think that's all from us. We already concluded. We already have the storyline. We have the characters, and for the names, for the name or anything to add on, we could do it on our next discussions. Okay, guys. I think that's all from us for this discussion. We will meet soon for the next discussions. So thank you for your time and thank you for your cooperating.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon. Stay safe, and that's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care,
Bye.
everyone.